If you've been scrolling through TikTok or refreshing your Hollywood news feeds, you've seen the whispers about the rift between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively on the set of It Ends With Us. But while the tabloids focus on who unfollowed whom, there is a much more expensive battle happening behind the scenes, a legal reprimand that just blew the lid off the PR war. Lawyer and legal analyst Theresa recently broke down exactly why Justin Baldoni's legal team might have just fumbled the bag. Whether you're a Colleen Hoover superfan or just someone who loves a good professional frenemy story, you need to understand why this case is falling apart. Was it a genius PR move or a legal disaster? Let's dive into the landscaping analogy that makes this Hollywood mess make sense. To understand why a judge just threw a yellow card at Baldoni's legal team, we first have to understand how contracts actually work. In this breakdown, Concepcion uses a brilliant "explain like I'm five" analogy involving a lawnmower and a jealous neighbor. In the legal world, a contract isn't just a piece of paper, it's a four-pillared temple. The offer: I'll mow your lawn for $20. The acceptance: you've got a deal. The consideration: the actual exchange, the $20 for the labor. The meeting of the minds: both people actually agreeing on what mowing the lawn looks like. If you mow the lawn and the neighbor tells you to kick rocks instead of paying, that's a breach of contract. But what if a frenemy sees your list of clients, knocks on their doors, and offers to mow the same lawns for $15 just to spite you? That is tortious interference. You had a deal, they knew about it, and they intentionally blew it up. In the context of It Ends With Us, Baldoni is essentially the guy with the lawnmower. He had the contract with Sony to direct and produce. The allegation? Someone else walked onto the lawn and started making decisions they weren't contracted to make. But if the case is that simple, why did the judge just issue a massive reprimand? If you're ever in a high-stakes dispute, don't assume the vibe of your argument will win the day. In court, if it isn't in the pleading, the formal legal document, it basically doesn't exist. Baldoni's legal team, led by Brian Friedman, reportedly included a detailed timeline of the drama as a separate document. The problem? A timeline is not a legal pleading. It's like trying to turn in a mood board instead of a term paper. It looks nice, but it doesn't get you a grade. The judge's reprimand was biting. The court noted that the complaint failed to explain exactly what Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband, who allegedly jumped in to help edit, actually did. Failed to name which specific contracts were interfered with. Didn't do a good job of explaining, well, anything. Concepcion points out that even if this lawsuit was just for PR, a way for Baldoni to get his side of the story out while his reputation was taking a hit, you still have to do the legal work correctly. You can't win the court of public opinion if the actual court thinks your paperwork is poorly written. If the legal team didn't even mention Ryan Reynolds' specific actions, what else were they hiding or forgetting? Every good story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Think about the movie Dumbo. If the movie started with Dumbo already flying, you wouldn't care about his struggle. You wouldn't care about the big ears or the circus heartbreak. According to Concepcion, Baldoni's legal complaint made this exact mistake. It started at the end. It focused on the negative publicity of August 2024 and Blake Lively's alleged attempt to shift blame. By skipping the beginning, the legal team made the whole thing look like a confusing mess rather than a clear case of a professional being pushed out of his own project. Good PR and good legal work should be the same thing. They are both about telling a clear, evidence-based story. When you sacrifice the facts for the drama, you often end up losing both. This case wasn't just about a movie. It was about the meeting of the minds that never actually happened. What do you think? Was Justin Baldoni's lawsuit a genuine attempt to protect his career, or was it a PR Hail Mary that backfired? Does a lead actor have the right to take over a production if they think it will make the movie better? Share your thoughts in the comments below.